It's funny because like the moment we qualified, we didn't actually know. They were trying to knife the last guy. Was it? Yeah, it was the case, right? So like three people, they were more like scolding each other because they didn't manage to knife him. Then after they kicked in and they just started screaming. They exploded on the chat. Yeah, but before that, like, they didn't actually realize. It didn't kick in like right away.
So today, the day of the upload is 9th September. Tomorrow is 10th September. And why I'm bringing this up, why it's significant, is because tomorrow is going to be the first games of VALORANT Masters Berlin's group stages. And it will be the first time Southeast Asian teams and Southeast Asian players will be represented on a global stage. They'll be facing some of the best teams in the world, assuming they get into the knockouts and get past group stages, but who knows? Fingers crossed, let's wish them all the best. The team we're checking out today is Paper Rex. We're looking at their gaming offices. We're going to take a glance behind the scenes and check out what helped them qualify for VALORANT Masters Berlin. And if you are Singaporean, Malaysian or Indonesian, you should support them tomorrow in VALORANT Masters Berlin because, well, they've got 2 Singaporeans, 2 Indonesians and 1 Malaysian. They're a properly Southeast Asian team and they're based in Singapore as well. And I would love to see Southeast Asian esports grow, and I would love to see them, at least perform really, really well. No expectations here on them to win because this is their first time playing at LAN, this is their first time playing on a global stage, but definitely I'm going to give them all my support, and no matter what they do, I'm going to cheer them on. So right now I'm outside the offices of Impulse Media, who run Paper Rex Esports, basically the VALORANT team from Singapore that qualified for the International VALORANT Masters Tournament in Berlin. Yes, that Berlin tournament that has Sentinels, Envy, Tens, Shazam, all the best players in the world. So I'm going to show you what it takes for this esports team to operate by showing you a tour of their offices. We're going to talk to the players a bit later as well. So this right here is a simple warehouse, and they've only just moved in, so right now it's a bit bare bones and a little bit messy, but there's a lot of cool things going on here. So let's just go clockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever this is, about around the room. So right here we have the shelves with merch and boxes and stuff. For now, will this stay? It'll be here for a long time. All the trophies they win will be here as well to show off. Got some pictures of the players, the teammates, and then we've got a pretty nice AK picture. They all come from a Counter-Strike background because VALORANT, obviously. This is all boring paperwork stuff. And then right here we have the first PC in many number of PCs around this room. So this is the creator's PC, and we've got 2 BenQ monitors. Is this a BenQ? This is a BenQ. This is a BenQ Zowie monitor, a super solid displays, Tankulus keyboard, a Gemini mouse also from Super Solid, and we have a Dreamcore creator's PC. So this one's a ballin' PC. It's for streaming, it's for them to edit, content creation. I mean, 12 core, 24 thread processor, 16 gigs of RAM, RTX 3070 Super, and I mean, it's got like 2 1TB PCIe Gen 4 SSDs, like the fastest crazy stuff. We even got a Blue Yeti here on a fancy blue stand. I mean, I would say that the blue stand's a bit overpriced, but that's where the content creator sits, where he edits everything and puts together their social media stuff and all that. So over here, we have the kind of chill setup where they also host their interviews, I'm guessing, got lockers for them to hide them stuff. Got a nice Prism Plus display TV, a couch and stuff. You guys gonna put a Switch here, hang out?
Yeah.
Maybe you should, yeah, or like PlayStation. Yeah, Switch, that'd be nice. There's all that. Nice Windows office with a view, no less. Plants that might be fake or real. And then we've got the PCs for the esports team right here. So the whole intention with this was supposed to be like a 5-man thing where everyone stayed in Singapore, came here, trained together, team spirit, team chemistry, but because of COVID, 2 of the players are stuck in Indonesia, 1 of them is stuck in Malaysia. So we have the 2 Singaporean players here. This is Benkai and this is Shiba, and basically they play VALORANT pretty well, good enough to go Berlin. So in terms of their setups, it's pretty interesting. I'm not going to disturb them because he is in a ranked game right now, so I'm going to keep my distance. He's got a, I think that's a IKBC or Leopold keyboard, I'm not sure exactly. Brown switches on those, at least that's what it sounds like. Logitech G Pro Superlight, food on the left side, and the BenQ 2546K, basically the best, sweatiest gaming monitor out there right now. And of course they've all got webcams so they can do streaming and also they can show their face in a VALORANT tournament. So this is Shiba. In terms of setup, his screen is somehow even closer to his face than Benkai. We've got an Elgato mic here, we've got a kind of custom mechanical keyboard. I think the base is probably a Tofu 60 or something like that. And then they all got artisan mouse pads because they're posh like that. G Pro Superlight and Dream Core PC as well. So the Dream Core PCs, they're a bit old now. They're 3700X 2070 Super, but for Valorant, you really need more than that. So these are BenQ XL 2456Ks. I mean, I love these monitors, they're awesome. I wish I had one, but I don't have the money for it. So, and then this is Alex, the coach. He's enjoying some VOD and enjoying some rice. And we've got Ducky 1 Mini mechanical keyboard, as well as, this is the Zygen NPO1, right? Yes, apparently the mouse designed by Counter-Strike pros, but I didn't really enjoy it. I thought it was crap. It's a bit too heavy and fat, you know? Yeah, see, he agrees. Yeah, the endgame gear XM1 is better. Hence agrees. Okay, and then on Dream Core PC, all the same specs. And yeah, this is a spare PC, so if anyone wants one, we're giving one away. No, I'm just kidding, that's a lie. And this is where the big boss sits. Got 2 monitors and stuff where he does his work. I'm guessing when COVID restrictions are lifted and the Indonesian and Malaysian players can come, these will probably all be filled up by gamers and players as well. And Alex, will you be like kicked out or you have to sit somewhere else? Alright, that's not a bad PC, I guess. Keylight, great for streaming, another same PC, and another G Pro Superlight. I don't have the money for G Pro Superlight. So yeah, they've got coffee machine, simple setup, and then in the middle there's like a meeting table that's full of their merch. Can I show the merch? It's fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got a merch. This is what they're gonna be wearing on the stage in Berlin when they walk out. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's a tour of their offices. And it's not much for now, but it's very, very nice. It's very, very simple, and it helped them reach Berlin, so who cares?
Hello, my name is Benedict Tan. My in-game name is Bankai, and I'm the in-game leader for PaperX. And my main roles in the team is I play the Sentinel role, so my main agents are Killjoy and Cypher.
Hi, I'm Jan Teng. My in-game name is Shiba. I'm mainly the Sova player.
Hi, my name is Alexander Saleh. My in-game name is Alex, and I'm the coach of the team, so I play everything.
Used to be me.
Yeah, it used to be the captain of the team. Oh, it's John.
I don't know.
Huh?
The silent tutor.
I think Lish?
Yeah, Davai is the bigger tutor probably.
Yeah, I mean for people that don't know, Lish is Davai. Ahmad Khalish Rusaidi bin Nordin. Huh? Oh, the famous Malaysian Twitch streamer and ex-Frostfire CSGO player turned professional Valorant player for Team PaperX, Ahmad Khalish Rusaidi Davai bin Nordin. No, I made it myself. And it became like a copy pasta for his stream. So everyone just copies and pastes that in his stream now. It's very funny. I didn't not a mice. Okay, I came close. Something in like the mouse I'm using right now, the G Pro, like something went loose inside. Like when I shake it, it's like a child's toy, you know. It has like a sound and stuff. Then my headset also, like a piece of it broke off.
Funnier stuff.
It's also our resident tutor, who is our Malaysian boy, Ahmad Khalish Rusaidi bin Nordin. He's a walking meme machine. He trashed out everything himself, his team, the other team, the weather, everything.
God sense.
What's Tens using?
Whatever Tense is using. Jason. Forsaken.
Yeah, Forsaken. Like 100%. He'll just walk like we give him the freedom to do whatever he wants, like in his defense. But sometimes when I call a very specific round, right? Then sometimes he won't listen. Then I'll just be like, okay. Jason, you just stay there. He'll just stay there and just like distract everyone at their bomb site while the rest of us just like run back.
So yeah. We do the Forsaken go kill strat. When we say Forsaken go kill, that's what happens. Yeah, he just goes ham.
Smash.
Rolly cap off the game!
Ben?
Probably Ben. He's got all the records in Kovacs.
Yeah, probably me, I think. Yeah, so Kovacs is like the aim training application that we use. Cause I think a lot of people they just know like aim labs. Cause I think aim labs is like partnered with Valorant or something. But I think we use Kovacs cause it's like more targeted practices in areas like that the person thinks they should improve on. So for me, I just like run through it almost every day just to like keep my aim up cause like I'm getting old, man.
It's funny because like the moment we qualified, we didn't actually know. They were trying to knife the last guy. Was it? Yeah, it was the case, right? So like 3 people, they were more like scolding each other because they didn't manage to knife him. Then after they kicked in and they just started screaming. They exploded on the chat. Yeah, but before that, like, they didn't actually realize. It didn't kick in like right away. I mean, we're all in different countries, so I guess we just hung out in TeamSpeak. It would have been a lot nicer if everyone's here. That would have been a bit huge. I mean, we would have definitely gone out.
You guys were playing from home, right?
Yeah, we were playing from home.
My family found out 2 days later. My friends found out like on the same day lor. Then everyone was like, okay lor, congratulations at all. I think nobody really knew I was doing all this stuff, so I guess it's quite interesting in my case, because nobody really knew. Then suddenly, oh, I'm going to Berlin, and like, oh, nice.
I mean, I keep it very like low key with when it comes to like in terms of my family. So sometimes I won't like really, I won't really tell them until like a few days before I have to leave. Yeah, like one time, I think before like we went to this event while I was still playing CS, like ESL in Cologne. Like I told them like the day before that I left for my flight. I'm like, guys, I'm going to Berlin the next day. I'm not Berlin, sorry. I'm going to Germany the next day. I won't be back until this date. Then they'll just reply like, okay, have fun. So that's just the that's just the approach that they have. I think it's gonna be the same for this one now. Yeah, but yeah. So this time, like I just told them I'm going to Berlin probably next week. Then like, oh, okay, have fun. So that's just their reaction.
It's Asian parents things.
I'm a lot older, so I think my parents just like, oh, go there and have fun.
They got used to it?
I'm a lot used to it, yeah. The last 2 weeks a lot, man. Man, I wake up at 10 to do the veto. And I don't even know why I have to do it at 10. Because people do it normally before the game. So I'm awake the rest of the day. They're still sleeping. So I just spend the time watching VODs until our game. So like every time I play, I'll watch like, well, I already know what maps we're playing, so there are 3 maps. I watch at least three times. I watch nine maps worth per team that we play. But at least I can tell them like, yo, this is what they do. I know it's what they do.
Said Sentinels like 4 times today.
So you can pick a new team. 100 Thieves because you want to beat Boomers.
100 Thieves.
But they're legends, yo. They're legends, yo. Eco and C are the biggest legends ever.
Crazy Raccoon.
Crazy Raccoon.
It's one of the Japanese teams, Crazy Raccoon, yeah. Huh? I don't know, cause feels like the only team that we can like confidently say that we can beat them.
We can beat Brand.
True? Brand also.
I think we can take 100 Thieves.
No way.
I think we can take them.
Just by sheer...
By sheer power of age.
The logic of that, like there's always an Asian there's always an Asian that can do it better than you. I think if you're playing ranked, play for yourself, use everything for yourself. Because like sometimes, unless you're playing with like another teammate, because you only can queue with one other guy if you're like Diamond 3 and above. So if you're queuing with another guy, you can probably play with him, like set up traps and stuff. But other than that, if you're queuing alone, I think it's best if you just use your utility for yourself and come up with like creative setups that you can play off of and use in matches. Because like, I spend a lot of the work comes in from like outside of ranked, like going into the server and just figuring things out by yourself. So I think that's like the tip that I can give for like aspiring Sentinel players. But a lot of like, I don't think I'm like the best example of like who to learn from though, because like a lot of things I just like come up with on the fly. I just adjust accordingly to like the opponent. Then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna put my utility here instead of there, and just see how it works out. Yeah. So it's a lot of like on the fly thinking.
Yeah, steak probably. Like one thing I could eat all day long, it would be definitely steak.
I've never had steak. I've had one.
Yeah, I should have ordered steak just now, right?
I guess you can try it, but you have a lot of sausages there. Where are you guys looking to try?
I don't know.
I'm assuming the food is the same in Cologne, so probably one. What was that thing that we ate? Schnitzel. Yeah, probably eats more schnitzel there. Lots of sauerkraut. What else is there? German sausages, bratwurst. Lots of beer. Yeah, exactly.
The reaction time. They go into the competition drunk, so they have the confidence. They destroy everyone.
Extra liquid confidence. Yeah.
I know. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
PaperX came about last year in January 2020. So we founded, there's 4 founders, co-founders along with me. That's Matt, Harley, Gad, and myself. The four of us have known each other for a while in different ways, through esports, not through esports. And we came together last year and founded Impulse Entertainment. Impulse Entertainment is a digital marketing agency for esports, which has a few different products within the esports ecosystem. So we have media sites, we also have an online league, and we also have PaperX, the professional team. In relation to the esports team, well, I mean, I joke I'm the chief everything officer, so I don't have a typical day. Every day is different. As a startup, everyone in the company does a lot of different things, and I'm happy that we have a very talented team that everyone from the graphic designer to our developer, everyone's a gamer as well. So there's lots of different ways that people get involved with the team, but primarily, we have our Chief Gaming Officer, Harley, who oversees the team, provides structure, manages all the, whatever is needed with regards to tournaments and, administrative work that goes behind the scenes. Alex is our coach, so he oversees the team, the training schedule, overseeing the players' mentality, performance in game. Generally speaking, as a professional team, I think it's a common misconception that all we do is play games. In fact, I would say you probably play less games for fun when you're on a professional team, and it's playing with a purpose, playing with a focus. So a typical day for the players would be, starting around 1, 2 p.m. They'll have some basic aim training, some demo reviews, then they'll do some scrims. There's also a lot of we have a sports psychologist that we work with on an ad hoc basis. So if needed, they have sports counseling sessions individually or as a group. My job as the CEO is obviously to just oversee everything and facilitate whatever is needed for the team. Resources, getting sponsorships, working with our sponsors like Dreamcore, like Zowie, on their requirements, and educating the players on those requirements. So it's a full spectrum thing, right? Today's esports players are also required to create some level of content. And so it's our job to also help them understand that media training, social media training, best practices. And as they are also starting to understand, as you rise to the top, there's also more expectations from you. It's a whole profession, right? You've got to put yourself out there on Twitch, on social media. And there's a lot of requirements there that people maybe don't think about. Yeah, I guess, well, I founded csgotoasia.com, which was in 2017. That was I was working a full-time job and I was doing that on the side. And I think through that process, that was my first proper foray into esports, but that was a side project that I slowly built up over time. And through that, I met people like Harley, and my friend Matthew, who's also a co-founder, was involved in esports in other areas through mobile esports. I think it just the stars aligned and we just all came together, and all of us, I think, it's a dream. I used to be a professional Counter-Strike player in Singapore, but I use the word professional very lightly. Just mean you were good when you're 18 years old, doesn't mean you're professional. But we all sort of come from a Counter-Strike background, and we all just had this vision of creating a team, and the timing was right last year for all of us. And fortunately enough, we had the funding to do so. So we decided to just give it a go, and we started with Counter-Strike last year, and then one thing led to another, and here we are. All right, thanks so much.